Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. This week I'm super excited to talk with you about the latest release of V.E. Schwab, Gallant. I previously read and reviewed a few of Victoria's books, and I'm always speechless with the different concepts and stories this author creates. This one was a bit more supernaturally, so I was super excited to read it. This book tells us the story of Olivia Pryor. She has grown up in Maryland's school for girls, and all she has of her past is her mother's journal, which seems to unravel into madness. One day later, a letter arrives for Olivia to invite her to come home to Gallant. Yet when she arrives, no one is expecting her. Olivia decides that she isn't about to leave the first place that felt like home to her, so it doesn't even matter that her cousin, Matthew, is hostile or if she sees all-form gulls haunting the hallways. Pretty quickly, Olivia realizes that Gallant is hiding secrets and she's determined to uncover them. When she crosses a ruined wall, at just the right moment, Olivia finds herself in a place that is Gallant, but not really. The manor is crumbling, the goals are solid, and the mysterious figure rules over all. Now Olivia sees what has unraveled generations of her family and where her own father may have come from. Olivia always wanted to belong somewhere, but will she take her place as a Pryor and protect the world against the master of the house? Or will she take her place besides him? I absolutely love this book. I was so fascinated by the world Victoria created with Gallant and the duty of the Pryor's family. It was a really new and refreshing narrative. I love some fantasy and supernatural themes in stories, not the kind of scary stuff that will make you jump, but the well-thought works that in their simplicity can create whole new worlds and stories. That's what I felt like while reading Gallant. A simple story and concept was able to transform itself into an extraordinary story about acceptance and discovery. Acceptance in the sense that both Olivia and Matthew had to accept the past, present, and future of their duty and mission to the house and the world. They had to do everything they could to stop death from sucking the life out of all the living things. And this is mainly for Olivia, discovery from her own story and past. Who her mother was, who her mother and father truly were, how they met and fell in love, how they tried to escape their destiny, and how they were still connected to Olivia, especially her mother, in the form of a goal. It was very heartwarming to experience Olivia understanding her own story and what happened to them. Another thing I absolutely need to praise is the fact that Olivia couldn't speak, the way that she had to be creative to communicate with others. They didn't know sign language or never bothered to learn in the sister's house, for example. But how she was so talented as an artist and even used her own talent for drawing as a way to communicate with her cousin, for example, since he didn't know how to read. So it was really interesting to see her navigate this world where she couldn't speak. I really liked how by the end of the book their relationship between the cousins was a little more solid and strong. They started the book on a rocky path since he didn't want her to stay and just wanted to protect her from their cursed fate. But by the end he was able to understand Olivia and even saved her. Same for Olivia. By the end, she realized all the pain and sacrifice Matthew had to go through in order to protect the world. Such heavy shoulders for such young people. I also really have to give a shout out to the other two main characters, Anna and Edgar. They were taking care of Matthew and Gallant, and I really loved their dynamic and strength to know what they needed to do. But mostly their love and protectiveness towards the Pryor family was really, really beautiful. As always, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Rita's Book Club for more content. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Happy readings!